Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm Boosted John, and about 2 days ago I was the victim of a hit and run in my 1998 Honda Civic EK hatchback. This car is an H2B swap. It's a H22 Euro R, and it was immaculate. I was sitting in my car when it happened. I'm totally okay. For those of you that saw the last video, thank you for being here. For those of you that haven't seen the last video, after watching this one, please go check it out. It explains the whole situation of what happened with the car. There's even footage caught by somebody's Ring doorbell of the person who hit me and just took off. At this point, the car, the chassis is definitely trashed. In today's video, I'm gonna be breaking down exactly how I plan to come back from this, stronger than ever. Yes, the last video was sad, and it's a shame. It's a beautiful car. It really was a beautiful car. But at the end of the day, it is just a car. If you guys saw the last video again, you'll know where I'm at with the whole situation. I'm fine, I'm healthy, I'm happy. The car is F, but that is part of the risk that we take as car guys every single time we leave the house with the car. Also, I'm making this video to ask you for your help in this situation. This is an enormous loss for me financially. This was not a cheap Honda Civic. This was a pretty expensive car, and I only owned it for 2 months. Basically, all said and done, I lost about $8,000 or $9,000 on this car. Obviously, I know you guys are gonna say you can part it out, make your money back. Yeah, but I mean, if we're just taking the whole car, like the car as a whole, let me say this better. I have about $9,000 into this car. That is an outrageous number. And so today, like I said, I've come here to ask you guys for your help. About 2 years ago, when my EG blew its built motor for the second time, I made a video just like this, where I sat down and I asked you guys for your help. I had made a merch design that was designed where all of the profits would go back into rebuilding that engine. And I hosted a live stream where you guys came and watched me eat progressively spicier foods while donating as I ate the spicy foods. You guys literally saved that car. You guys literally saved that engine. You guys raised enough money literally to cover the entire engine build. And so for that, I've said thank you in the past, but thank you. It's insane to me, the kind of community that I have created here on the Boosted John YouTube channel, that we've created on the Boosted John YouTube channel as a community. It's insane. I've said this in a couple of videos recently, but my mom called me about a month ago and was like getting emotional about how supportive you guys are in the comments. It's ridiculous. And after seeing the previous video and all the comments left by you guys on that video, I know you guys are here. I know you guys want to help. I know that you guys care so much about me and what I do, and it's humbling. And so I'm here again, as I said, asking you for your help. I'm gonna be hosting another live stream this Thursday, September 29th at 7 p.m. Central Time. I have to show you guys something. I'll be right back. My good friend Pasha got me the entire Hot Ones hot sauce lineup from the current season, like literally all of them. It's pretty nuts. I've had this since my birthday, and I've been meaning to plan a live stream where we basically recreate a Hot Ones episode with Boosted John, myself in the garage, and I just haven't had an opportunity to do so yet. But now I do, so we will be doing a Hot Ones episode in the garage this Thursday, September 29th at 7 p.m. Central Time here on YouTube. It'll be a live stream. It should just pop up in your notifications. The goal of the live stream is to raise money for my plan for the comeback or like replacement. I'll get into it in a second, but the comeback of this build. I'm super excited for the live stream. The first one we did was super fun. Everybody involved had a great time, and it was extremely successful. Thank you to you guys. So I just ask that you please set a reminder in your phone or a notification or something for the live stream this Thursday, September 29th, 7 p.m. Central Time on YouTube with the Hot Ones episode. Also, as I mentioned, last time I created a merch design to help raise money for the EG build as well. This time I have created an even better merch design. This is probably one of my favorite ones I've ever done. I hand sketched this design of the EK, and I love it. It is obviously a bummer to see the car in this state, but just know that each and every one of you guys that pick one up, you are supporting my recovery on the situation and my bounce back 100%. Every cent will be put back into the channel, and reinvested to try to come back from this stronger than ever. And so on the back of the shirt is a reminder to check on your friends. Check on your friends, check on your loved ones. Maybe it's someone you haven't seen in years, maybe it's someone you haven't talked to in a long time. Call them, text them, just see how they're doing. Remind them of something fun that you guys have done together in the past. Get lunch with them, do something, and check on your friends, guys, because life is so much more important than a car at the end of the day. This is just a hunk of metal, like I said in the last video. So anyway, that is me asking you guys for help. I really appreciate any merch picked up to support this comeback, and please, 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 if you have time, just stop into the live stream on Thursday night. It's gonna be such a fun time. We have a really fun group of people coming by for it, so I'll see you guys there. Anyway, moving on to the comeback. What am I gonna do to recover from this situation? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure yet. I have a couple ideas, and I would definitely love your feedback in the comment section down below. I'm gonna talk right now and reveal a lot of stuff that was supposed to be a secret moving forward. You know, like YouTubers, like I don't wanna tell everyone exactly what I'm planning on doing, because then if it doesn't happen, and then I look like an idiot. So it was supposed to be a secret because I wasn't sure when it was gonna happen, and I don't want to tell you guys something if I'm not actually gonna do it. You know, I really do try to live my life as a man of my word, and so if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. And that's why I haven't said anything about what I'm about to tell you guys. And that's also kind of part of just being a YouTuber. You know, we can't tell everyone all of our plans that are for 6 months down the road, but I'm gonna do that right now because I really want your feedback on what you'd like to see on the channel. So basically what I have decided is this chassis is totaled. It's done. I'm not saving it. I'm not fixing it. I'm not gonna try to have a body shop pull this out and replace all these parts and stuff. It's done. What's damaged is damaged. This car is chopped. Hard pill to swallow for sure. But to move forward, I've thought of 3 options so far. Option A, find another EK chassis, just like a shell. Take everything off of this one, put it on that one, and we're right back where we started. This car was doing really well on YouTube. It's been doing really well, so that's not a bad option. Option B is to find another like EK or EG chassis that's already running and driving and like basically like as nice as this one. You know, option A, I could find like kind of a crappier shell and swap all this stuff into it for really cheap to minimize costs, because like I said, I just took an almost $9,000 loss basically. And so like economically, you know, I could find a cheap junky shell, obviously rust free, swap all my stuff into it, maybe even get it painted like some kind of really cool color, or wrap it myself. I would love to try wrapping something myself. And so that's option A. Option A is a ton of work, low cost, and it would basically end us up back exactly where we started, or, you know, if this never happened, we'd basically be right back where we were. Where we left off. I'm not really leaning towards that option. I guess that's my second favorite of these 3 options. Option B is to bite the bullet and find another Civic that's already as clean as this one, running and driving and like perfect, hopefully with like air conditioning, power steering, like engine swapped, all of it, and basically just replace this Civic with another like immaculate Civic. A couple of you guys have already reached out to me with a few like amazing examples, and that is definitely an option. It's probably my least favorite of all of these options, and I'll get to that in a second. I'll explain why. Option C is my favorite of all 3 options. It's what I'm leaning towards doing the most, and I really want to hear your feedback on this one, because I think that you guys might not agree with me right now, but I think that it would be fantastic for the channel long term. Option C is that I part this car out, sell basically everything from it, and I take the money that I have earned from doing so, and I purchase an 8th gen SI. Hear me out. Hear me out. I know you're already going down to the comment section. Just hear me out. I do want you to let me know what you think about this in the comments, but hear me out first. My first enthusiast car ever was a 8th gen SI coupe. It was red. It was the car that I started this channel with, and I loved it. It was an amazing car. It's, to this day, probably the best overall bang for your buck car I've owned on this channel, period. And the fact of the matter is, I recently sold my truck. You guys don't know about that. I recently sold my truck, and now the EK is totaled. So my only drivable car right now is my 370 horsepower turbo EG hatch. It's not the best daily driver by any means. It's rusty. It's on, you know, 160 tread wear tires. Like, it's not gonna get me through winter, and we are coming up to winter here. So my idea is get an 8th gen, something that's, you know, maybe a little higher mileage, cheap, you know, something that's not perfect cosmetically, obviously rust free, but like maybe the paint's faded a little bit, maybe there's some dents or something. Everything works, interior's comfortable, I can drive it through winter, fix it up cosmetically, make it look perfect, set it up for the track, daily drive it, track drive it, all spring, all summer next season. That is my favorite idea. I think it would be so badass to track my daily and develop my daily into a track car that you can also daily drive. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect at track driving or daily driving, but I want it to be good at both. And that, I think, that's my favorite of these 3 options. I like all 3 of them. I'm open to suggestions. At this point, I do need a car to drive through the winter because, like I said, I just have my EG right now. I kind of like the idea of doing the 8th gen. You guys can let me know what you think, obviously. So that's pretty much all I have for this video today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Seriously, one of the most positive comment sections and communities on YouTube. It's insane. So thank you guys so much again for everything. I hope to see you guys at the live stream on Thursday, September 29th, 7 p.m. Central Time on YouTube for the Hot Ones recreation, and a link to the new Ouch merch in the description down below and also in the pinned comment in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for any and all support. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. I think I'm gonna probably finish up the track day video from this car and post it next. I don't know when it'll come out, but the live stream will be coming up on Thursday, as I've said 8 times now. But it was so fun last time, and I hope that so many of you guys come out for it, so I'm really shamelessly plugging it. That's all I got. As I always say, boys, let's remember to plan, commit, execute, and attain our goals. Yeah, it sucks, but it's just a speed bump, boys. We're gonna get through this, no problem. All right, that's all. Bye. So whack.